and welcome to PM Creations. Thank you for joining me today. This is the month of September, and in the arts community, the challenge for the month of September is called Sketchtember. And as the name suggests, the object of the challenge is to sketch something every day of the month for the whole month of September. And there are prompts out there that different people have created, which are really cool. So I would like to participate in the month of Sketchtember, and per normal, I'm not going to do a sketch every day of the month, but in the spirit of Sketchtember, I'm going to be doing one sketch in front of you guys today. So like I said, there are many prompts out there, prompt lists out there, but for myself, I decided to do things a little differently, and for us also to do things a bit more in an interesting fashion. I am going to use this pack of cards. So what this is it's called the Secret Garden Enchanting Messages from Quiet Spaces by Jessica Lee or Lay. And if you want to see what it's all about and stuff like that, and if you're interested in purchasing this, just so I say this right off the bat, I will put a link to this down below. I purchased it from Amazon. And basically what it is a pack of cards that have different messages, and they're sort of they're like daily inspiration, daily messages, daily motivation type things. And so for example, this one, it says bloom and attract more than butterflies. So that's just like a very sweet message, and it's also just a personal motivator, inspiration that I like to refer to on like a daily basis. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm thinking of shuffling it and then randomly picking out a card with a message, and based on what that message reads and what it says, I'm going to use that as my prompt. What do you think? Right? I thought it was a great idea, and I'm really excited to try this. I just like trying these like little chance things. So this is what I'm going to do, and so based on what I get, I'll be creating a sketch from it, and we will go from there. And if you are also following along with me and you want to participate as well, when I pick a card, I would like you to draw or paint or whatever you want to do with it, and use this prompt as your inspiration as well, and then we'll kind of see how we do at the end of the day. And I really like this concept and this idea, and I'm actually thinking of doing like a series of it. So if you guys are interested in seeing a series of these prompts, drawings or paintings, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so here I go. And so I just like I really like the concept of these cards, and also the different messages. I've been using it for a few days now. I recently purchased it, and I really like the messages that are in it. They're very inspirational and motivational, and a good daily message, something to remember. So I'll shuffle it a bit more. Okay. Alright. I'm excited and I'm nervous. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll see what comes up. And then we'll also see what we'll end up with as well. Okay, I'm just gonna put it down. Maybe cut it in half. Okay. Cut it in another half. Alright. Now let's cut it another random thing. And I think I'm ready to pick this card. Here I go. Okay, I'm nervous. Wow. Okay. So this is it says rest, slow down, you don't have to solve everything today. That is a very nice saying. It's a nice quote, a nice message. And maybe for some of us, if you're watching this and you think you need this, I'm glad it came for you. But basically, so that's great. I like the message, and I think it's also kind of a nice thing to see on a Saturday, especially. I'm doing this on a Saturday, by the way. Okay, so let's soak this in a bit. Rest. Slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. I'm just going to take a second to note down what comes to my mind when I think of this. That way I can use it as when I'm creating my sketch. It's kind of funny that we got this because I'm actually, I'm active and I'm up and ready to do a video for you guys with Sketchtember, and I got everything prepared and I'm like ready for action. And the card that I end up pulling is rest, slow down, you don't have to solve everything today. It's kind of ironic, I guess. But it's a good reminder for all of us, especially with September, when we are trying to, school's starting for a lot of people, things are getting a little bit busy, I would imagine, but at the same time, it's also the time when fall is starting, autumn is starting, where leaves are falling, they're dying off as well. So we can't help but sort of slow down and enjoy that, the beauty that's in nature as well. I have some ideas in my head. So a couch comes to mind. Autumn leaves fall. A turtle comes to mind. I'm also kind of thinking of like a blackboard with like a lot of math problems or something like that. I don't know, something like that. So it's almost like slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. I think I have an idea. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of did like some very random images, kind of putting things together, but this I think is what it's ultimately going to look like, and I don't know if you guys can really see it, but essentially I'm going to have a person on a couch, and there's going to be a turtle here somewhere, and there's going to be leaves around it. I have this idea in my head, so hopefully it comes out well, but grab your pencils and papers and pens, whatever you're using to draw as well. So, and if you are participating with me for this, yeah, let's work on it, shall we? Just gonna keep it here for inspiration. Just gonna keep it here for inspiration, like so. There we go. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm just gonna start sketching. I have this new sketchbook. I've had it for a while. I don't know if you've noticed it on my, like, kind of propped up against the wall there. I got this from the dollar store actually, but it's like a very nice thick book with a lot of papers. It says sketch right on it, and the paper isn't really that thick or anything like that. It's quite thin. thicker than maybe printer paper, but still very thin. So I know this is definitely for sketches, pencil, pen sketches. So that's why I decided to use this for the first time. I've never used it yet. For Sketchtember, I'm going to start with this. But yeah, so give me a few minutes. I'm just going to draw something out. And maybe I'll draw it on a different piece of paper and then kind of transfer it over to this. We'll see. I'm just going to think it through. Okay? See you in a bit. So I worked on a small rough sketch so far for this. What I'm going to do is, I have a clock here. I might get rid of that clock when in the final product. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. But I have a turtle, a person on a couch, and some trees. The idea is like it's like a forest, woodsy area. She's in her own world, and she's like she's resting and slowing down. That's the concept. So I'm going to transfer this over to my sketchbook. What I normally would do if I wanted to kind of transfer over is just like use a pencil on the opposite end and then flip it over and then transfer the stuff onto it. So I think that's what I'm going to try doing here as well. And note to self, I think I need to buy one of those graphite paper things that I could transfer my artwork over quickly. Oh yeah, I don't need to do this method. It's just a time waster, I think. But for the time being, it allows me to do what I need to do. Okay, so here we go. Just gonna sort of trace this now. This is it. Now that I have my outline done, I'm going to be filling it in. This is what it looks like so far. Tell me what you guys think so far and how it looks. I'm quite happy with it, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to shade it in, so kind of as to make it more 3D and pop out and more, I guess, realistic in a sense, hopefully. Yeah, so I'll get right on that right now. Okay, so this is the final product. So let me just quickly, let's refresh our minds on what the card said. So the card that I got was rest. Slow down, you don't have to solve everything today, right? So that was the card, and what I came up with is essentially this image. It is an image of a girl, a lady, reading a book, a good book, and she's in her own world. She's sitting on her couch, on her seat, but she's in this world full of trees and like a forest, nurturing world of her own. She has sort of left the material world, the world of like the suburban world, the world of buildings and everything, and she's sort of in her own world right now. She's slowed down, taking in the nature and reading a good book, relaxing with her feet up. And also the part where it says slow down, I tried to incorporate, what came to my mind was like a turtle. So I try to incorporate that in here as well. So there's a turtle here, and he or she is carrying this clock, like a pocket watch, and it's on his shell. It's sort of, they symbolize time slowing down, the slowing down of time. That's, I don't know, that's the idea that came into my mind. So this is my drawing that I came up with for the month of September for the Sketchtember challenge, inspired by that challenge. And I used this prompt, and like I said at the beginning, I was, if you guys were following along with me, or if you decided to do something with this prompt as well, it doesn't have to be necessarily for Sketchtember. It could be even after that. If you are watching this at some point and you think you want to also take this and create something out of it, I would love to see your creations. So please do tag me on Instagram and share your works with me with regards to this particular prompt. And I'm very proud of it. I'm pretty happy with it. I know it was sort of counterintuitive at the beginning when I thought I was ready for action, and then I ended up getting the rest card. But I think I did I'm happy with what I did. I think I did a good job with this. So that's all I wanted to do today. So I'm thinking of doing a few more videos with, like a series of videos with these cards, as well as a few other cards, packs of cards that have like daily messages and things like that. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. Maybe thumbs up. That'll give me a clue that you guys want to see stuff like that, like this as well. I really like this idea, so let me know what you think too. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this. Until next time, keep painting and keep drawing. Bye everyone.